Everyone, welcome to the midweek edition of Prime Sports here on Kwese Prime Sports. I am Muftawu Nabila Abdulai. There have been major stories that have been making around. Cardiff City just a few days ago made a record signing of £15 million for Salah, but unfortunately, he is nowhere to be found. We've got stories on that, and Serena Williams is out of the Australian Open for the 2019 competition. Asante, Kotoko, they've been drawn in Group C of the CAF Confederation Cup Group Stages competition. But let's start off with local stories here in Ghana, and we are going to the camp of Asante, Kotoko. On Monday, they were drawn in Group C alongside Al Hilal of Sudan, Zesco United of Zambia, and Nkana FC also of Zambia. According to the coach of the Porcupine Warriors, he's hopeful that they are going to have a good tournament.
Asante Kotoko have been placed in Group C of the 2019 CAF Confederations Cup group stage alongside Zambian side Zesco United and Nkana FC, as well as Al Hilal Omdurman from Sudan, following the draw held in Cairo, Egypt on Monday. Interestingly, Kotoko's opponents were eliminated from the CAF Champions League and are seeking to appease their supporters with the Confederations Cup title. The Porcupine Warriors will begin their campaign for a place in the knockout stage with a trip to Sudan to lock horns with Al Hilal on February 3, before hosting Zesco in Kumasi on February 13. They will head to Zambia to play in Nkana on February 24 to complete the first round of the group stages. The Porcupine Warriors were handed a walkover victory in the preliminary round before eliminating the group stage. Kotoko, who are runners up in the reigning edition of the competition, reached this stage for the third time in their history and second time since 2008. The former Hearts of Folk and Dreams FC Boys hope to augment the squad before the group stage games begin in February. Kotoko will open the group stage campaign against the Army February in Sudan before hosting Zesco
CK Akonnor becomes the fourth coach to lead Asante Kotoko to the group stages of a CAF Interclub competition. He is hopeful that the Porcupine Warriors will go far in this year's competition. The last time they made it in the group stages, they were actually finalists, losing the final to bitter rivals, Accra Hearts of Oak.
CK Akonnor is hopeful of exceeding expectations in the 2018-2019 CAF Confederations Cup. The Porcupine Warriors defeated Cotton Sports to qualify to the group stage of the CAF Interclub competition for the first time in 11 years. The record Ghana League champions are pitted against Sudanese champions Al Hilal and Zambian duo Zesco United and Nkana FC in Group C. CK Akonnor, as he is affectionately called, is hopeful of going far in the competition because they keep improving.
Okay, so we keep on improving. Some weeks ago, the way we played today was not the same, and today there has been improvement with the way we possessed the ball, we kept the ball, and that's what I wanted, and so we'll improve. Every time you guys come out with any criticism or whatever, we take it in good faith, whether it's bad or not. We take it in good faith and we want to improve, and so I can assure you of improvement. Yes, there were defensive blunders, the goal we considered was not too good, and so we work on that and improve. As we keep on going, the question kept coming, and if we were ready or not. Today, some months ago, you asked me the same question. We are in group stages. We've qualified for the group stage, and that is good. It's a positive thing. We always take the positive, and we plan.
That was CK Akonnor speaking ahead of the draw of the CAF Confederation Cup after securing victory over Cotton Sport de Garua 2-1 at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium. Like I mentioned earlier, he becomes the fourth coach to lead the Porcupine Warriors to the group stages of a CAF Interclub competition. And the man who did that success is joining us on the phone. CK, good afternoon and thanks for joining me here on Kwese Prime Sports.
Good afternoon.
Congratulations once again for the success you chalked on Sunday.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, on Monday, you were drawn against arguably the best sides in Zambia, that is Zesco United and Nkana FC, and also an opponent that most of us are familiar with, Al Hilal on Duman. These are opponents people are saying that could be a huge threat to Kumasi Asante Kotoko. First of all, what do you make of the group the Porcupine Warriors have been housing?
Well, thank you. What I know is it's a very tough group. There's no consideration or any fact of that one would think it's going to be easy. It's not going to be easy, but I believe we put up good effort, work very hard. Everything is possible, and that is what we started to do.
If you look at a team like Zesco United, last season, for instance, they won the Zambian League with 80 points. That tells you the kind of opposition they are. I know you and your boys will return into training at 3 p.m. today. What message would you be giving to these boys, knowing that they're coming up against opposition that many people say are going to be a threat to the Porcupine Warriors?
Say that again. I didn't get your question.
I am saying that this afternoon you'll be convening for training again after Sunday's win over Cotton Sport. What message will you be giving to the players, knowing that you are in a group with arguably the best sides in continental football, and these are sides that dropped from the CAF Champions League?
Well, it's a fact that if we were doing well, we have to do more. And it's also demanded. It's a daily job, and they will have to understand which gradually we've been able to input it in them. The fact that we will always have to know we have to put up a good effort, and that is the message. They are in a platform where they will have to exhibit their talent. They will have to expose themselves to the rest of the world. This is more like an African Cup, and if we talk of the AFCON, they are AFCON, and they need to showcase their talent, and that is it. But of course, we are there to direct them. We are there to give them the right direction to go, and we will do that. We will all have to improve, everybody. This is not just me alone. Management, technical team, and playing body, and of course the man in charge, Dr. Che. And they've been wonderful in that sense.
Okay, just before I let you go, I was in Kumasi. I saw your side that string about 25 passes together for a whole 1 minute before losing possession. On the day you were unveiled to the media, you said you were coming with the agro football. Do you think the boys are finally playing the style of football you wanted or you came with?
I was excited for once, and I was very, very happy within me that at least I'm seeing signs of the things I want to do. And the boys are getting it. All of us. We started this campaign for, I think, a couple of months ago. And every now and then, we've been improving. And I believe that if we continue to work like that, it will be very, very good. And it's a good sign, but I wouldn't say we are there yet.
Okay, just like you mentioned, in the voice we played earlier, you talked about how you've been improving and improving. And you even told the media on Sunday that before your next encounter, which is going to be on February 3, there's going to be another improvement. Does this tell us that the Porcupine Warriors could possibly top the group or maybe qualify to the next stage of the competition?
I won't be able to tell you that. I won't be able to tell you that. What I know is that we'll work. And listen, this is good. It's always not going to be like that. Sometimes we'll have, deep side, and that is how we'll get up. When we played AshGold, we were slaughtered. That the way we played was not, and we improved. AshGold performance was not too good to our fans. We were not happy. But again, we've improved. We went to Cameroon. We did very well. And of course, when we came to Kumasi, where we've always struggled, we saw a better side, a good side that are composed, and they were able to keep the ball. And that is it. But this is not going to be always. It's not going to, even the mighty Barcelona and others, sometimes they do fall. And we will have this process. But what is important is that we are focused and we'll try as much as we can every now and then to improve the way we play.
Okay, if you go through the CAF calendar and the registration you people made, you have the option of adding 3 more players to your current setup. On Sunday, you talked about how you would like to augment the squad. Names are already flying in the media about you going to your former club, AshGold, to bring your 3 best players. I mean, Richard, Joji, Shafiu Mumuni, and James Akonnor. Are these players that Porcupine Warriors will go for to help you in your Africa campaign?
Well, yes, there were names mentioned, but I don't think we'll get them. I don't think it will be possible. And for that, we have a plan B. We're working on it, and probably, maybe, we might not be able to get all the 3 players that we need, the space that we need. But we'll continue to work. And to improve. And once we improve, we'll get somewhere in the future.
So we don't have plan B to Shafiu, Richard, and Akonnor?
That's what I just said. Once plan A doesn't work, but in fact, this is from you. Akonnor, the names you may mention of, this is from you. You've not heard from me. And so we have a target. If we are able to reach it, we will look at plan B and work on it.
As you know, Kotoko fans, we have high expectations. Should we lower our expectations? Should we?
Come again?
Should Kotoko fans lower their expectations?
Well, they've always been like that. Can we change it? We can't. They've always been like that. So, but we admire them for what they are. They are unique, different. And when it goes well, you see the excitement. When it doesn't go well, you feel the heat. I felt the heat some weeks ago, and it's with the terrain, and sometimes you have to understand it. It's difficult, but that's the way it is.
So the last one, on a personal level, what does participating in this competition mean for CK Akonnor?
Well, it means a lot. I'm a young coach, and I'm now growing. I'm growing as a better coach, and I want to improve. And I have to continue to educate myself in that area, and to be a better coach. So it is a good sign, good thing. But I will continue to work hard. I will not rest.
Okay, CK. Thanks very much for joining us here on Prime Sports. We are very grateful for your time. And we'll be in Kumasi to always throw our support behind you to ensure that you make the Porcupine Warriors proud. Last week, on Sunday, we had a full Bawa Yara Sports Stadium, even where so many supporters who were outside were not allowed in, where security actually said they did not allow them in because they wanted to avoid a potential stampede. That tells you how the Porcupine Warriors have their expectations hitting sky.